Hello, this is Marilyn from Marilyn's in Naples, Florida on 5th Avenue South, and I have come up with a great video this morning. Big difference is I haven't told Amy what I'm going to do, but I am going to do something I feel is important and that you'll find very interesting, and that's getting your wardrobe ready for the season. And this is one that we need to all do, and we need to do it better, because then you won't have to say, I have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. So the first thing I would strongly suggest, down here most of us only have one season, that's spring. I can guide you very well with that, but a lot of this will be the same things as if you have the fall. First thing is you must divide and conquer. You must separate the fall from the spring and summer. And then what you can do is you can deal with them both separately. And even if you don't have to have them in the same closet, you're never going to be crossing over, rarely going to be crossing over spring with fall. And then I want you to take a look with the season that you have, and I'm going to look at spring because that's what we do the best with. You've got to put your wardrobe in shape. Don't even think about putting it together in your closet yet unless you've checked everything you needed to check. And I have some suggestions. Make sure you have all of the buttons. Years and years ago, I used to fly in our family housekeeper, and she used to come in and she used to take care of those things for me. She would stay for 4 days and she'd sew all the buttons on my shirts and she would take care of the lengths on my pants, and she did everything. It was awesome when she left me. But that's what I'm telling you to do right now. All kinds of things. If you're not wearing it because the sleeves are too long, then let's get that little thing taken care of and get it to alterations. And especially now, since we have our in-staff alteration person, it's very easy. You don't have to be looking for anybody. And she's someone that we've used for years, so we know she's really good. So if you want to change this to a 3/4 sleeve, or you want to do something like that, or the shirt's too long, bring it in here. Let's evaluate what we think you need to do so that you'll start wearing this. Also, buttons. There's always, I know most of you probably already know this, but as you can see, when you have buttons like this, there is always an extra button within the seam of the blouse. Also, too, if it's one of my blouses, don't be afraid. I don't care how long. I'm very flattered when you keep my blouses for really a long time. You come to us, a lot of times we have extra blouses for our shirts and we can take care of it. That's a really good idea. Another one, too, to think of, if you have stains on a blouse and you're not wearing it anymore, let's find out how to get those stains out. And if we can't get those stains out, we know where that. The other one, we all have these blouses that we loved and everything. This is not a true example because it's one of mine, but it did show me something I want. This was once a blouse with us that you belt, but it also has a flare. How many times have we bought tops that have a flare, and the minute we put them on, especially on someone who has a larger bust, and it comes down and we're saying, oh my, I look fat in that. Well, one of the suggestions I have to you, and I should have pulled one of our silk blouses, is let's just take in the sides. This is not difficult to do, and if it's a print you like and it's a quality piece, there's nothing that says that we can't remodel it slightly so it's more flattering to your body. So that's a suggestion I have. Also, again, check sleeve lengths. Really check sleeve lengths and make sure you understand that. Pants. We've got a lot to do on pants to make them. If you're not wearing a pant that you love anymore, we've got a lot of things to do here. I noticed and observed something about pants and skirts. Under 5'5", usually people have to pay close attention if they're going to be wearing pants or lengths of skirts or all kinds of things, because what we're trying to do here is emphasize and make you look taller. So that's one of the considerations. The minute you get over 5'5", unfortunately, that you can kind of push a little bit on old rules and everything because you have the height to carry it off. So I noticed that when you're below 5'5", the percentage of women usually wear skirts and dresses. And the taller you get, they usually wear pants. And I'm an example of that. So when you're getting a pant and you're now getting it in your closet, there's a million reasons you're not wearing it if it's sitting there. Number one, it's not the right length. It either from dry cleaning, it shortened, or it got longer because the waist isn't cropped up, because you know how the fabrics drop down. We need that getting taken care of. First of all, you have to decide what height of a shoe you're going to wear with it. Are you going to wear a flat with it, or are you going to wear a higher shoe? And then you literally have to get that cut taken care of. And you also have to take in the waist so that it doesn't go down anymore. Pockets. If you left the pockets in and they're pulling, my suggestion is get rid of them. Sew them up. A lot of pockets are sewed up anyway when you get them. Take that out. You can, if it's a good fabric and you want to wear it, there's no reason you can't do that. Same on the back. I used to be afraid about back pockets, but I understand they make your derriere look better. I'm learning. Maybe you don't want this anymore. These are made so you can put them in, but then they get a little bulky. Sew it up, get rid of the pocket. These are not huge expenses, and especially on a good pair of pants. Also, I know the other one that you're not wearing. It crotch is too short, huh? I know this happens in a lot of pants, but luckily this is very easy to take care of. What they do is they sew down, and I remember Jeanette, who's with us now, she was the one that told me, I said, I got problems with this collection of pants. They're short in the crotch. And she said, oh, Marilyn, well, that's no problem. We just sew it down lower, and then that gives you more room in the crotch, and it makes it more comfortable, which might be good reason for you to wear it. And also when you do that, it does open up a little bit in the seat for you. So that's a good thing to remember when you're thinking about it. Another thing is to watch a lot of pants start to get large at the waist. And if that's, especially with denim and jeans, that's something you want to do here. Zippers. I must confess, I'm one of these people. I had a zipper. I couldn't get it to go to the top, so I had a big safety net that I put at the top, and that's what I used. But I want you to know, after this video, I'm going home. I'm going to put the clip on. I'm going to get it finished so that I'm not doing that anymore. And that's what I'm telling you. Check your zippers. Make sure they go to the top. All the buttons are on. I'm asking for a lot more of our pants to be done. You take a look at this. I prefer this to the button because it's easier to work with. On the pants that I'm making, we're doing a lot of that. That's one of the things to consider with pants. Make sure that when you shorten these, if they're too long, that you have shoes on. If they're too long, I have a suggestion. Definitely if you're below 5'5", crop it. If you're taller, then you can crop, but I'd be very careful with the length on that to make sure that you look really good. Probably I would like to see you to make sure that we do that one right. And definitely we have to know the kind of shoe. But when you do that too, that kind of shoe that it designates with it. The other one is, okay, let's get the print. Let's get the print out. And you were sitting here and you bought this and I love it. You didn't like the tops that went with it. And you said to her, I'll get a top for this pair of pants. I can't tell you how many times this happens. And I'm thinking, that's a problem. Well, guess what? You're very lucky. This season is the season of blunt color and bright. You can take something like this that you have not been able to put a cream to whatever top with in silk or something like that. And wow, you can get a big bright orange. And wait, I guess you'll wear this all the time. So we're in a season where we're going to have a lot of bright colors for these. Didn't happen to be these prints. I did pick out very extraordinaries. This can be with anything that you have right now that you don't have tops with. It's going to be a good knit year for us. Good time for you. Lots of colors coming in. Look at this. This I'll just show you here. This is what we did it with. This is probably what most people have been wearing it with. It's up to you. Where do you want to go? It's really pretty. And this is a nice, these new ones here, if you can see the black on here, it has a nice draping in the front, very slimming. Very, very slimming. And here's another one. These black and whites that you've been wearing with black and white, these kinds of prints. Okay, for you diehards. What's nice about this too, you can wear it this way too. But this I think is better. And then wear a bright colored shoe, which I have no idea where you're going to get those beautiful bright colored shoes. I'll give you a hint. Marilyn's. Okay, here's another one. Look at that. So it's time to sort these out and conquer. Maybe you didn't like it, this was too full. Then we need to take care of that. It's such a simple thing to run down the side. Why are you struggling and why are you not wearing that? It just doesn't make sense. Here's another one. You didn't get the matching top. It's okay. Marilyn's on the job. I love these with this. This is really pretty. And it also makes it's nice for a luncheon too, but takes it down. Here's a skirt. You're not wearing a skirt. A lot of times it's not because you don't have a top for it, because a lot of times you can just put a white blouse, crispy blouse with this stuff. It's because of the shoes that you don't have, because different shaped shoes are better with different shaped skirts. Also, too, are you going to shorten it? Are you going to keep it long? You have to make that decision when the skirt. Here's another one. This is the sleeveless dilemma. You don't like to wear long sleeves, but you bought one because it was so beautiful, okay? And now you don't wear it because you don't have anything for it. Well, here's my suggestion. We have tons of these little jackets, linens, blouses you can wear on top of this. Look, here's another one that has a little different, a little more bohemian, but just as interesting. You need to find coverage for this. Not just a shawl, because the shawl is uncomfortable. A lot of times I did a lot of blazers. Blazers are coming back in really good droves, so there'll be a lot of selection. So that's another one to think about, your sleeveless. Anything sleeveless that you're not wearing because it's sleeveless, let's get that solved. The other one I wanted to show you, and I don't want to run too long. How many of you bought these dresses? Okay, this is one of ours. You can belt it. And you're sitting here thinking, oh, it makes me look fat, right? Okay, this is a new one, and this has been looking fabulous on customers. And I know it's got a lot of pleating in it, but it doesn't have a lot of fullness in it. In fact, you can see it. Look at that. So what I'm suggesting is, guess what? Bring them in. Let's get this out of here, and let's get you wearing this. My mother said the first thing about fashion and well-dressed is to have the thing fit you right. You can wear something forever as long as it fits you right. This is a perfect example for this. Or let's sew down the back of these. Let's re-engineer this stuff. If it comes in and it's a value added to it and you're going to wear it, then it's absolutely worth doing it these days. You know, it's your wardrobe. You spent good money for it. It can't be in disarray. You got to have a plan. Once you get all of that done, now you can start looking, because every time you go, you won't say, oh, I don't have a top for this. So that's where you start when you start to put these wardrobes together, to organize your closet and get ready. It's Marilyn from Marilyn's on 5th Avenue South, and we have a new website. Go to it.